Welcome in today's video. We are talking about quantum leaps and how to experience them. Now, before we dive deeper into how to create quantum leap, I want to be honest with you. I don't believe that quantum leaps are for everyone. And here is why. In order for us to quantum leap, we need to be willing to get uncomfortable. We need to be willing to step into the unknown. And we need to be willing to figure things out as we jump. In other words, surrender, complete surrender, and let go. This is actually the essence of creation, because we are not creating alone. We are co-creating with the source, we are co-creating with the higher power, we are co-creating with the universe, with God, whatever you want to call it. We are never creating on our own. And to essentially quantum jump into different parallel reality, what is really required is to surrender and let go. That being said, you need to step into totally different reality, but you don't know how you're gonna get there. So how does it look like? First thing is to assume your new reality, is to feel into it and to act like the new person. And therefore quantum leaps are really connected with your identity work. It's connected with self-concept. I made a video recently, check it out, I'm gonna link it here for you. So it is connected with the new version of you, the new version of you that is living in different parallel reality. At the same time, quantum leaps are never logical. They are never difficult. Why? Because they are usually connected with the action that you take based on your higher self. In other words, inspired action. And this inspired action feels like flow state. Whenever you're in that flow state, you know you are on the way there. It's never the struggle, it's never the hustle, it's never the logical reasoning, the linear 3D work that we do that's gonna get you to quantum leap. Quantum leap is usually a result of different thinking, different feeling, and different action that is based on different timeline, based on different you, different version of you. Now, why is it so hard to quantum leap for some people? Because they are so attached to their present current reality, and they are so influenced by their current circumstances. They are not able to let go and surrender because they are the true materialists, in the sense what they see, what they perceive dictates how they feel and who they are, instead of the other way around. Instead of creation from the invisible means that you ignore your circumstances, you ignore the outside reality. Doesn't matter how it looks, as long as you vibe your new you. And that is how you will quantum leap. The quantum leap is always governed by your higher self, your upgraded version, that version that you want to be right now in this moment, who is already living in that parallel reality, in the timeline, that prefer higher timeline that you want to be in order to experience that new reality. And because it is governed by that, different frequency needs to be there, different being, different thinking, different feeling, different life, if you will. Now, majority of people are so afraid to let go the status quo, and they surrender to just what is instead of surrendering to the possibility. Quantum leap equals possibility of what can be. And so practically speaking, what is required is to take some risk here. I took the risk when I left my home country where I was born and raised 17 years ago with just $700, moved to the United States without speaking English, knowing anyone, temporary visa. Long story short, I became licensed attorney in New York, started my firm, and so on. Long story short, I took a leap. Leap of faith. Took a leap. Then I took a leap several times. I took this leap when I was moving from one state to another state, when I was traveling the world, and I purposely did not book the place where I'm going. I didn't know where I'm going. I just trusted the process, the flow of life, the universe. I remember I landed in Nepal, in Kathmandu, and was the biggest mistake because they didn't have internet at the airport. So I was like, oh my God, now what? I manifested this lady from Germany who I met at the bathroom, literally right in front of my gate. And I decided to join her and go and stay at her hotel. And so the bottom line is this: in order for you to quantum leap, you have to surrender and to take the risk. Step outside of the known and be willing to learn as you go, because the strategy will be provided to you by your higher self. The strategy usually feels effortless, easy, smooth, like a flow state. And that's how you know you are doing the right thing. Now, to quantum leap, you have to understand that you are not the only creator of your reality. And I'm going to repeat this over and over again because people talk about quantum leaping all the time, and yet they are somehow still attached to that creation. You are quantum leaping when you are collaborating with the universe. That being said, you are not afraid to take the risk because you trust. And as you trust the process, you trust yourself, you trust the universe, you know that you are safe. And so the guidance will be given. And when the guidance is given through your inspiration or intuition, you act upon it. You act upon it. Doesn't matter how crazy it looks like. Because it's always going to look crazy, especially to those who don't take the risk. It's going to look crazy, but it's also going to look crazy to you because you are actually stepping outside of the known and you're stepping into the unknown. You're stepping outside of your comfort zone. So of course it's going to feel uncomfortable and crazy. That is how it works. If it doesn't feel uncomfortable or crazy, you're not quantum leaping. Always when you're quantum leaping, you're going to feel crazy for a while. And then it will no longer feel crazy. So that is how you're gonna quantum leap. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts, your ideas, your experiences with quantum leaping, and I'll see you in the next video.